Still feeling in a one-shot mood, here's my little brother. Kicking the Habit by Rick Hammerstein. The rhythmic sounds of cooking were music to the cook's ears. Each chop following the sizzling meat was followed by the sounds of flame. Sansi was home with his first, sometimes second, love. After the occasional kick to a stretched out hand, Sansi laid the dinner plates on the table, before stepping out of his kitchen and calling to his crew. With a smile, he took out a cigarette and lit it. Duke keeled over, coughing violently. Sansi waited patiently on the hospital bed, slightly annoyed. Honestly, it was just a coughing fit. Not really much to worry about, but the little reindeer insisted on an emergency checkup. At that point, a very annoyed, ship-looking doctor was right in front of him. "I told you." "Told me what?" Sansi asked. "That smoking was going to cause you problems in the future," Chopper shouted. "You keep smoking like you've been, you'll be developing breathing problems, pulmonary disease, or even cardiovascular disease." Sansi frowned. "I don't smoke all the time. I stop when I cook." "Even a little bit every day is going to hurt your health," Chopper said, waving his little hoof in front of his face. "I wouldn't be surprised if you get lung cancer later in life. You need to quit." Sansi looked up. "Look, the only bad thing that's happened to me so far is a coughing fit. I'll be fine." "So like Zoro, you're not going to listen?" Chopper held a little clipboard in his hooves. "You know what? I think I will quit," Sansi snarled, leaving the room. "Nami was right. It does work." Chopper looked down at his clipboard. Sansi stood off near the side of the ship, staring at the cool blue waters going by him. He looked off in the distance before reaching to his pocket. Well, when is it going to hurt? He pulled out a packet. At that point, a pair of hands appeared, grabbing said packet. "Doctor's orders." A pair of hands soon took the packet along with a similar trail of hands towards Robin, and proceeded to take it to be disposed of. Sansi stared at his empty hand. "I can't get mad at her," he muttered. Suddenly, an old Goofy cartoon's playing in my head. Sansi walked to the men's quarters. Luckily, he had a few spare packs near the bed of his bed. He walked to the door where he stashed some of them and opened it, only to find a slip of paper. "Dear Sansi, Chopper told us to look for it anywhere you hide a packet of cigarettes to get rid of them. He told us this is for your own good. We all want you to be as healthy as you can because you're our friend and we care about you. Signed, the great Captain Usopp. P.S. Please don't kill us." Sansi crumbled the paper in response. Sansi began to search the ship. There was no way his crewmates, friends, current enemies, unless their names are Nami or Robin, could have possibly found all his stashed cigarette packs. He went to the storage room where Frankie had poured out a large box. "There we go, bro!" Sansi grumbled before running off towards the front of the ship, where he heard Usopp shout, "Pull!" He then heard a boom. He looked up, noticing his pack of cigarettes were being thrown by Luffy, and subsequently blown up by the sharpshooter. He wanted to ask if Usopp managed to miss. He wanted to ask if Usopp could preserve one. He wanted to ask what he did to deserve this. But it would have been for naught, so all he did was get on his knees. He turned to a watching Zoro. "You're enjoying this, aren't you?" "Yep." Zoro turned to his side and snored. Sansi sat on the steps of the Sunny, holding a small schedule in hand. Without a smoke break through the day, he now had at least an hour and 30 minutes of free time on his hands. What was he going to do with that? Fawn over Nami and Robin again? Create more recipes? Fight with Zoro again? Sanji looked up. "Hey, Mosshead, have we fought yet?" "We fought like 10 minutes ago." Mosshead's voice was Savara. "Shit," Sanji muttered. "So you conversed with the other Straw Hats?" He thought about his friends. "And now I'll take you to the ends of time. Don't say goodbye. Your salt hair adds a nice flavor." Sansi finished singing as Brooke finished his piano playing. He frowned. It took off 10 minutes. This was torture. "There's the next island!" Nami shouted. "Oh, thank God," Sansi said. Sansi smirked as he walked alone in the town streets. He was one of the few Straw Hats that could be trusted alone. Which means if he went to a smoke shop and got some cigs, no one would know. He had to hide them well, but who cares? He walked to the nearest smoke shop where an old man was working the counter. Sansi looked over at the shelf behind the man, spoiling his favorite brand. "Excuse me, how much for that?" "1,000 berries," the man said. That's way too much! Now he sat next to Sanji. Sanji let out a yelp. What did she get there? Now he scoffed. You can buy spices with less. Come on, Sanji. Now he grabbed Sanji by the arm and pulled him away. You're supposed to be quitting that stuff anyway. Sanji moaned. Normally, he enjoyed the thought of Nami following him. Now, he was imagining her the way Mossad did. A devil woman. A sexy devil woman. Maybe Zoro had the right idea. Sanji had managed to lose Nami in a crowd, mainly thanks to a jewelry shop that has some pretty gems. He put his hand on a wall and breathed a little. He was breathing easier. Maybe Chopper was right. At that point, he noticed a group of men dressed in white walking toward him. With a gas he hid in the crowd. He noticed that the man in the lead was smoking. Well, it appeared to be his favorite brand of cigarettes. Damn it! He began to think of a way to steal it. He shook his head. No. Can't get in. Give in. Then he heard a woman scream. One of the Marines was harassing a lady. Now that Sanji won't let sigh. With a full shot, he slammed his foot into one of the Marines. The other man could barely utter an exclamation before Sanji went after the rest. The leader took a step back as the car ended with Sanji atop the beaten bodies of his men. Black Glade, Sanji! He held the sword out. You've got to learn there! Oh shit. He watched as the flaming light came towards him. He was slammed into the wall. Please don't hurt me! He whimpered as Sanji came closer. Sanji pointed at the man's cigarette. Give me that pack. Okay. The man pulled out a pack from his pocket and gave it to a cook. Sanji stared at it. There was a long period of silence before Sanji dropped the packet and kicked the man to orbit. This is a knockoff brand! Sanji went through the car into the ground. Then he noticed his friends coming in. Luffy got out disappointed. Oh, you could have left this up for us. Now he sighed. I didn't expect this kind, Sanji. We'll trouble do that to you, Robin said. Chopper looked at the cart and then up to Sanji. Sanji, you threw that carton away? He began to sob. So you are listening. He ran over and hugged him. Sanji blinked a few times and then sighed. Yeah. A few weeks passed. Sanji kept cooking. Well, I am breathing easier. You know what? I should have quit a long time ago. The door opened. Zoro and Nami walked in, looking distressed. What are you two doing here? Sanji asked. He looked at Zoro. Our midday argument isn't for another hour. Nami moaned as he slumped over the table. Chopper threw out all the drinking alcohol. Zoro looked away. He said it was bad for our livers. Sanji frowned. He pointed down with a knife. Don't touch my cooking wine. This is for our mother, who has beaten it into our heads about how evil smoking is, that we have forever sworn off doing that ever in our lives. And you know what? I totally get it. As somebody who's had to live with a grandmother who constantly smoked around him, I totally get it. I've seen what it's done to her. I've seen the photos of lung cancer, and I just don't get why people do it. And I still don't get the benefits of smoking, and I never will. Well, that was a fun break. Time for some Luniverse.